Hey guys, Mark here. Down in my little fishing cave, going through some of my baits, looking at some of my confidence baits. We're gonna get into a pond fishing video here for some largemouth bass, and it's kind of just a. There isn't too much to it, but there was a few crazy strikes that I had to show you guys. So before we get into that, I want to just kind of go over confidence baits. I mean, everyone's got that bait of choice that works for you, whether it be a Senko or dragging a worm, or me personally, it's just reeling in a chatterbait. Everyone's got that confidence bait, and yeah, I mean, speaking of chatterbaits, when it comes to my confidence chatterbait, it's just a straight up black and blue chatterbait, just like that. I might vary the weight, but that's what I'm gonna throw. If I'm throwing a chatterbait, that's what I'm gonna throw 90% of the time, because I just have confidence in it, and I've caught a lot of my big fish on it. So yeah, you gotta have confidence. Um, Other than that, if I do want to switch it up, whether maybe even just for pike or something else, I'll throw some other color. Like I got like a pumpkin seed, white and chartreuse or white or whatever you might have there. Um, as far as trailers go, another thing with confidence. I mean, I'm really not confident in some of them, and I'm really confident in others. Might be totally different with you. This is just my own personal preference. So I've used these guys a lot. That's a Havoc trailer imitating a crawfish. Now they've caught me some good fish. I can't say they haven't. Now you got you got trailers like this. That's the power bait. Power bait. What is it? The Thief. I'll never buy those again. It's absolute garbage. I don't want to put down power bait because I love them as a company, but that bait, in my opinion, no good. There's another color I use in the Havoc, and I like to just basically stick to two main colors. Something blue, and then something natural, like a green pumpkin, or just something natural. As long as I got those two in my boat, I'm pretty good. I'm confident that I'll have what I need to get a fish on that day. But lately, I gotta say, guys, um, these Reaction Innovations Okeechobee Craw colored, the bass in my area cannot get enough of these guys, and it just really shows in this video. I'm nailing fish, and the second, like, I think I might have had one little piece of the tail left because it was my last bait, and by the time I mean, they stripped every tail off of that bait before I finally switched over because I just have so much confidence in that. And as soon as I put on anything, I was throwing things that I have some confidence in. I was throwing the Havoc, this green Havoc. I threw on some swim bait tails. I mean, I was throwing crank baits, jerk baits, everything else I could think of to get a bite. And I went from getting smacked every 10 minutes to fish shut down. So I think sometimes you find that perfect pairing, and this Okeechobee Craw with a 3/8 black and blue chatterbait, that's my confidence bait. I pretty much gave up maybe 30 minutes later, came back the next day, new pack of Reaction Innovations. I have no sponsors. Brand new to this YouTube thing. This is just personal preference. And I'm telling you, there's a big difference in this than anything else out there right now that I've used. I don't know, it must just be that perfect imitation of a bluegill swimming by and the bass can't help themselves. Which in my next video as well, you're going to see some more confidence building in the same bait because I got into some giants. But let's get over into this pond fishing and you guys can really see how good these things work.
Yeah, first fish of the day. There we go. Ooh.
That was a nice one too. Hold on a little too hard there. Shit. But at least they'll bite the chatterbait. I know that today. It's a good sign. See that though? That was a good one. That's actually a little bit better than I'm used to getting out of this pond here. This is definitely not normally a giant pond by any means. I don't think that was really too big of a fish anyway. I think that's probably a 2-pounder, but biggest largie I've had on for a little bit, so it felt good. Spit it on the jump. Nothing new. What is going on? That was my first clue there, though. As soon as I slowed it down a little bit, I got hit. Man, that's too bad I lost that guy. That was definitely one of the better fish I've had on out of this pond. It's a nice one. Oh yeah, there we go. Stay down, buddy. Come on, let me land you. There we go. Not quite as big as the last one. Not even really close to as big as the last one, but some nice fish. Sweet, guys. Well, I haven't been largie fishing in I don't know how long. This is a nice way to come back to it. Kind of destroying this guy's mouth a little bit more than I want to. There we go. There we go. Oh. Shit. Oh my god. Sweet. First fish of the day. Gotta love it. Oh yeah, another one. They are liking this chatterbait. This guy's not big, but another nice little guy. Super clear water. Oh, let me spit it. Good. Probably could have pulled him up on this grass and landed him there, but I just hated the way I landed that last fish. I really don't like putting them on sand, so yeah. Still nice. 3 hookups in like 30 minutes. I'll take it. They're crushing this chatterbait. It feels amazing. Yeah, I'd say that one was probably the smallest of the bunch, maybe a pound. But still some good fish. Here we go. He's jumping. Okay. Don't jump, buddy. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down for me, buddy. Get Chip on the grass here. Nice. Man, this pond is hitting with some bigger fish than I'm used to. I'm really used to this being a dink pond. Nice. Oh yeah. Like, I mean, no giant, but pound and a half. Definitely at least a pound and a half, maybe getting on 2. Caught this guy, another nice one. Yeah, this has already been a pretty solid day. I've only been out here for 40 minutes. And I can't tell you the last time I went largemouth bass fishing, so I love it. Yeah, frickin' sweet, guys. Like, they're just nailing this chatterbait. That thing smashed it. Wasn't letting that guy spit it at the bank. Had to pull him up on the grass. But yeah, I don't know. Another nice 2-pounder at least. Close to it anyway. I could tell there was a ridge here and he was going to be on it. See if there's one this way. Been throwing a perch crankbait, little jerk bait, baby bass color, and my white spinnerbait. But nothing's even gotten a sniff, so I might as well just stick to this all day if that's what's hitting. I probably only got another hour until sundown, and before the wife starts asking me to go home because she's probably gonna get hungry anytime now. But it was nice just to get out for an hour or two at the end of the day because kind of cooped up all day in there today. Wow, that fish took the frickin' rod right out of my hands. Wow. Amateur style at its best, or that was a giant. Holy shit, guys. I'm not kidding. I've never had that happen. I've caught some big fish. Holy shit. Wow, that was a giant. I probably just had a friggin' 5-pounder on. Holy shit. Wow, guys, I don't know how much you're gonna see of that, or if I'm ever gonna show that at all, because that's embarrassing. Please say he wasn't actually pinned and he's willing to come back for one more bite. I'm almost positive that was the same fish. It bit once. I felt it just nip. Missed it. Pretty sure it came back. And when I went to set the rod, it literally took the rod out of my hands. I thought the rod was about to go flying in the water there. Seriously. I thought my rod was just gone there. What's happened to this pond? There must be giants in here now. This is crazy. What the hell? I can't even believe how crazy of a bite that was. That was pretty nuts. Another fish. He's jumping. Oh, another decent one. Good fish in here. Oh. Wow. No way. Well, a little redemption anyway. And when I say little, I mean about a pound. It's not any giant or nothing, but another nice little fish. I mean, yeah, about a pounder, maybe a little bit more. He hit all right. Definitely didn't take the rod out of my hands, but at least I landed this guy. I'm telling you, you really never know. You really just never know with times like that. I didn't hook up with it even for a second, so that could have been a 2-pounder, and I might have just had my hands all like wonky a little bit, right? But it's hard for me to just say that that's the case and that I didn't just lose a 10-pounder, because that's also very possible that you know. Oh, because yeah, when you lose a fish like that, guys, it hits so hard. But that could have been a 3-pounder, 4-pounder hitting so hard that I just wasn't ready for it all. My hands weren't ready for it. But it felt like a 10-pound truck of a fish, so definitely a little perturbed and sad to lose it. Especially since I already missed that one, like probably 3-pounder earlier. But we're catching fish, and I've had quite a few hookups after not largey fishing for like ever, so I'm not gonna complain too much. I just gotta enjoy the fishing I got, because this is pretty awesome. Oh, come on. Yeah. Oh, come on. Wasn't a huge one. That was just another 1-pounder. Still felt great. I'm a fisherman that cares about my fishing, so I'm gonna complain about losing giants. I'm gonna go home and think about it all night, but I am just happy to be out here. Especially getting bit, you know, that's awesome. But even those 1-pounders feel great. So yeah, you can see, I mean, even when I'm losing fish, I'm keeping my confidence. And I do think one of the reasons I've lost a lot of fish is because that's a pretty old chatterbait. I replaced it now to kind of just put up on the wall as a reminder of some of the big fish I caught. But yeah, you can see I'm kind of getting frustrated. I'm losing some fish, but man, I'm used to this being a dank pond and just not really having many big fish in it. And it was like this bait combination that day brought out all the big ones. It was like, what just happened to this pond? So yeah, I know this is a little bit different with not having the music and everything, but I'm sure a lot of you guys will appreciate that. Not everything needs to be about the scenery. Sometimes you just want to see those big hook sets and talk about confidence baits. And that's mine, guys. If you want to leave in the comment section what your confidence bait is, I'd love to know it. Otherwise, you know, some of you guys might want to keep it secret. But yeah, definitely thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and see you in the next one.